Welcome to Feminism Today, everyone. I'm Sophia Johnson in New York. Natu Camara takes center stage on the international music scene as a singer, songwriter, and builder of intercultural bridges. She's a Guinea native, and her music mixes West African soul, rock, and pop music. Camara uses her songs to bring people together, weaving together a beautiful tapestry of musical stories and visions of her beloved home. Natu Camara, welcome to Feminism Today.
Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much for having me.
I wanted to talk a little bit about how you began your career. You began your career in the Ideal Black Girls, a Guinea quartet considered West Africa's first all-female R&B hip hop group. Why did you decide to start this band, and why was it important to sort of do it in such a very global way?
Since I was a kid, I always loved singing and reaching as far as I can, and also always loved exploring. So in Guinea, since as a girl, you're not allowed to do anything on your own. Singing is like the worst thing because you're smart. You should be a doctor or president. Singing is for losers. And I chose my band and I, the Ideal Black Girls, we chose hip hop at that time because we were inspired by Tupac, Mary J. Blige, and American rappers, and also it was a good way for us to fight because we were trying to speak up about girls' rights. We were trying to say we can also become what we want to be. We went to school, we went to college, we were very outspoken, and we were bringing an inspiration and a change to the country. And rap was the option since none of us were griot. In Africa, singing is made for griots, and none of us are from a family of a griot. So rap, hip hop, and R&B rap was where what we could have used and not disrespect the griot culture, and also because we can use a lot of words, big texts, and we can express ourselves. And that was with the band, but I only had like one rap song. I was the singer and the vocalist and arranging the vocals. So I always been a singer since I was a kid, and I did a lot of backing vocals, and I love to explore. So since I moved to America and my friends were in Europe, and the band dislocated, the only option I had was to find me. And in New York City, I was able to find myself because I sung with rappers, with jazz people, friends, jazz, blues. I've done it all here, and people loved it all. And they were, oh, maybe you could do that. So, but my goal was because there was a lot of question about um, where is Guinea? Where are you from? I'm from Guinea. Where is Guinea? And it was a bit annoying. And some people sleep over on the trees. I said, we're in Africa. So there was a lot of questions I received through that journey that pushed me to now show the world what Guinea is. It's to go back to my culture, to sell my culture, to sell the languages, to even not sing anymore in English, just to sing in Fulani, Mandingo, Susu, and all the languages there to see how that can be received. So I started doing that, and it started to work. One day I did a show and everybody was dancing. Nobody asked a question. So I said, so it's not really about the language, it's about what I deliver on stage. The direction was taken from there.
I'm curious as well, since you're sort of leaning into it a little bit, about how you write. Your work is rooted in the spirit of almost desolation. You came to your musical incarnation really in the wake of a very difficult experience. What inspired you to really lean into the desire to be an entertainer, to be an educator?
I was born this way.
Mm.
I've been like this since I was a child. Um, I don't know if I everything I do is literally an entertainment. I like to interact with people. I love to listen to people, to bring some feelings to people. I like to connect with people. I love people. And I love to organize parties. I love to get people together. I like to get people dancing. I I love to see somebody crying and be there for them. So, and I love to pass the message. So everything I love is put into what I do, the music I do. That's why I got too much energy into it. I can't help it.
Well, I can certainly feel it in the music. You can't help but dance or move or zumba or something. It was so inspiring to really move to that music all weekend long. You had me moving, which I hadn't been doing for a while. But thank you for that. Um, the songs on your solo album Demidi from 2018 are delivered in English, French, and as you mentioned, your native tongue Susu, all cast against sort of this beautiful history. Do you find yourself writing in Susu or thinking in Susu and then translating to English? How does the writing process come about for you?
So weird. So weird. It depends of how I get inspired. Like my song Arabamadi, I was in Guinea. I was walking on the street and we speak in Susu. We speak in Susu in the neighborhood. I was with my team. Um, and what I saw was not, I had to express it. And the conversation is Wengira Bamadi. How are we gonna solve this? I mean, come on, look at this, look at that, look at this. So when I got home, the question came with Bonjira Bamadi, and that's in Susu. So I started to write here and there, and the song in it, and some of the songs in my living room, it can come up. If it comes up in English, and I try to sing in English, and maybe I don't like the sounds, the way it sounds in English, and I want to make it a little flirty or a little bit exotic, then I can cheat a little bit, bring some mandingo and fulani in it, and depending on the notes, because sometimes, as a writer, you can have just the you can have just the little you, you can have just the little melodies in there, and you don't want to change the melody. So I try all the five languages, which one work better to keep that melody in. So it's very tricky.
You have said elsewhere the song Membe is a call for awareness of what is necessary for Guinea, for reconciliation, and also a call for unity, a call for peace. What inspired this song?
In Guinea, I work with my foundation, which is based on mentorship programs, and also I mentor and I educate, and I work with the people, and also however I can connect the people and the government. So I'm the bridge between the people and the government as an artist. So there is if you know the story of Guinea, Guinea is on a level right now where we are in transition. The president now, he's there to make a change and to help the transition go smoothly. Meanwhile, when I was in Guinea, I heard little rumors about instabilities, and I thought it was time for me to step in. And also, I worked with partners from a branch of the UN, the UNDP, who called me, invited me to their offices, and we had a lunch, and this project came out of that. What do you think? How can you intervene? Would you like to intervene? I said, yes, I would love to intervene. So the song, since we've been through a lot, and Guinea's been pushed around a lot, so the song called the leaders, the change makers, the youth, to, in the name of the ancestors, to think in the interest of everybody, to think of the future of the youth for tomorrow, not personal gain, and also to forget the differences. And because Guinea have 27 ethnics, so sometimes there is some ethnical problems, little strikes here and there. So the goal is Guinea being well, and to the people of Guinea to be well, Guinea to have a better future, the youth to have a hope. That's the goal. So the message is to pass on to them and to bring a call, hoping that that could really reach to their hearts.
Your music is always described in many languages as almost healing, right? Almost very soothing, relaxing. Do you accept this? And what is or has been your intention as a musician? Has it been to heal? You talked a little bit earlier about Membe and this idea of sort of really rooting up inspiration in the new generation. Do you think about your music as healing?
I've discovered that lately through my tour. I think when I was writing my first album, I didn't think about that. I was just thinking I need to express, I need to uh, express my art, I need to build a bridge between America and Guinea. I need to entertain. But as I started touring, people will come to me and tell me how they feel. And they just draw me in. So my new album I'm writing now is going more toward healing, and because they are inspiring me, like the people and my audience inspires me a lot. I move with them, and I think that's the direction where it's taking me. In my fans sometimes when they speak to me, I don't sleep. Like I will hear their word. Oh my God, how can somebody go through this kind of stuff? Oh my God. So um, the energy, since the energy is very distracting, it's very elevating, it's very uplifting. I want to keep that now on my second album. And as I go, I really want to I want to work with the people, and I want to help heal and bring whatever I can bring as an artist. And also not to forget my goal, which means educating and inspiring the new youth toward the journey.
I love that you're embracing this role. Another big takeaway or observation, if you will, from your music, it feels very majestic, Natu. I'm thinking about the visually stunning appeal of the video, right? So you have all the music and the color and the people. You're working with Carium Fashion, which design some of the what we see in the video. Can you talk to us a little bit about what your intention is in terms of making it so grand?
I wanted to make the video in Guinea, give the chance to the youth in Guinea to share their work. Because I could get somebody in America, go with them and let's do, give me this and that. But I wanted to, one of the things I've been working on very through this journey is to show the beauty of Guinea, meaning the mountains, all this, not only the beautiful buildings, because when you're talking about Conakry, people want to show hotels, beautiful. But no, the goal is to show the beautiful culture, to show the outfit. And also because I have a mentorship program, I wanted to give the girls chance. This Caribbean Fashion is the youngest designer in Guinea. So I wanted to give her a platform to do her creativities. And also all the materials we bought, they all made by women. So it's all by women. And the young man who did the video is very young, and I really enjoyed having them, working with them, and seeing that I can also show their work in America, because my role here to give the youth also a chance to be seen in America is to build this bridge between Guinea and America, and I try to direct everything I'm doing toward that.
You spend a lot of time with young people and you're talking an awful lot in the past couple of minutes really about inspiring the next generation to create a bigger vision for themselves and their role in this world. Um, can you talk to us a little bit about the types of social issues you see present in Guinea and West Africa in general? Also, do you see yourself as a feminist? Do you see what you're doing as solely sort of a part of that discourse, or you feel you're like you're doing or engaging in something a little bit bigger?
Some people call me feminist. I don't see myself as a feminist. I see myself as a mentor. I see myself as a human rights advocate. I like what need to be right. Some the more victim here is the children, the youth, and the women. they the one who I think I can help more. They go through a lot, and I can relate to them because I grew up in Guinea. I grew up in a way where was looking for mentors. I was unstoppable when I was a kid, but it was too much hustle. It was too much, but now I have the platform for it. I'm an artist. People listen to me. People go and see me. People want to help me. People want to be there for me. What do I use it for? I have to use it for the one who needs it the most, which is the children and young women.
I just love that. I mean, such an inspiration. Today, you represent Guinea at major international cultural events. I know you said you were like this from the womb, it sounds. Are you surprised by your rise, your dramatic rise?
No, no, I'm not. I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm still going to where I want to be. I'm not there yet. I'm working to get there. When we were kids, we perform in stadiums. We fill up stadiums, and I started to play in bars and cafe in New York City. It was the most terrifying thing ever, because in the stadiums, you're in the middle, you're not close to people. And in New York City, I've learned to have people sitting right in front of you with a small group, but you have more fear than when you're playing in the stadium and in a big stage. So I know the both worlds, and I know how to manage both worlds. But I'm growing. I like the way I'm growing, and I'm also nervous because now that there are a lot of people who look up to me, I'm more nervous um, to to really deliver what could be useful, not just to deliver. So I get nervous, but I'm not surprised. And there's a lot of work to be done. And I just challenge. I love challenges, to be honest. I love challenges and I love growth. And I'm in the best place for it.
Yeah, absolutely, New York. But I guess I'm a little bit surprised by your nervousness. Tell us about, especially because of your international stature, but also the confidence that has been sort of invested in you. I want to know if you could tell us a little bit about your designation as the Guinea ambassador of Canarchy Book Capital. How did this collaboration come about?
They reach out to me, and one of the director, the founder, we went to college together. And anytime I go to Guinea, people, they know I'm there, I do some TVs and radio. They reach out. In Guinea, they know what I stand for. They when I appear, they know what I do. They know what I stand for. So since I invest myself in kids, they named me as an ambassador to promote reading, because there are a lot of children on the streets. Reading is important because to better your life, you need education. Education is one of the things my generation in Guinea and every game changer right now is trying to push forward, educate, 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 educate. And because the only jail is yourself in your head. If you know something, you know how to defend yourself better. So because ignorance, ignorance is your own jail. So that's they know I stand for that. So when they call me for it, I was very honored, and I work with them, and it's just a joy to do it. And even in America, also I've been doing some things, doing whatever I can in Harlem and in New York with the youth, because there are also youth here which I can bring a lot to. So the thing is not only for Guinea, it's for every children, and it also every young black girl
Absolutely. I
from
love that.
everywhere in the
From,
world.
from
Yeah.
everywhere. Absolutely. It's a cultural exchange of ideas, really. I wonder if we could talk a little bit about Global Fest. I have to tell you, I wasn't in Calgary, but I did see you on the Tiny Desk concert that was introduced by none other than Angelique Kidjo. And I wonder if we talk a little bit about that very dynamic, global, that opportunity to really come out in a big way. You participated in 2021. One, what was it like? Two, what's your big takeaway from that big experience?
It was exciting. Number one, you got one of the uh, Africans, one of the Africa's most respected women who was introducing. So Africa was in the house, and you also have other African, which called Rokia Traore, also a singer, who was on the list, and I was there. So I was, and Guinea was a part of it. Number one, I was excited. Guinea was there. No, number two, I was excited because it was the pandemic. You're able to do any show. You know, there's a pandemic, all the tours are canceled. So, and you get to do, to showcase your art in a very famous platform. Super exciting. We couldn't stand, we didn't have, didn't stand. There was rules we didn't understand, but it was super exciting. I learned a lot. Yeah, it was super exciting.
And to be in the space and aura of Angelique Kidjo, tell us a little bit about that, what that was like.
It was we have not been in contact with her at all. So and not only me, I don't think anybody else. So she was since she's not live, so we really have not been in contact with her. It's all virtual. So everybody was on their own corner. But I was very happy to see her do the introduction. I was very proud. I was very proud, yeah. Yeah, I was very proud.
As I was listening to Membe and listening to Farai and some of your other work, I was just like doing a double take. What am I listening to? Is this Angelique Kidjo? Is this Natu? It's very empowering, very uplifting. One can't help but to move, and to take action, right? To dig deep. It's a reflective type of a musical experience to listen to your work. So, thank you for that. I wonder if we could talk a little bit about activism and your work in the humanitarian space. You seem committed to this space as a musician, but as by extension, an educator. Why do you think, and really, do you think this is something people who have a platform should sort of like, take hold of, advancing social agendas? Do you see this as part of your work?
It is part of my work. I Last year we organized a festival called Harlem Meet Africa. So one of the subjects we had is to connect the Black culture in America and the Africa culture. We are one big family that is a little bit uh, that is distracted and separated in a way. So I created Harlem Meet Africa to it's a concert, it's a festival, but it's not about the music, it's about the exchange. It's about the cultural exchange, and also because we create an event before the show, which is a party. Women, we invited a lot of women, from every culture to talk about Africa, what they know about Africa, to talk about their feelings and their understanding. So it's my way to do this out of music. There is the music I do, but it's also I don't have to. I don't think anybody have to. But if you can, everybody have a different. Everybody have something they want to stand for. For me, I'm very clear of what I want to stand for. So everything I do moves around that, and it also makes me happy because I'm in my comfort zone. I'm responding to my call because I feel like I was brought to this planet for this reason. So that's my call. And when I achieve it, I want to involve all of that. I want to involve communication. I want to involve cultural exchange. I want to involve more human rights, whatever I can. Not to push too hard, not to stress myself, but it's natural for me to do it. So I do it in my basic routine. So doing an event is just a plus. So yes, to answer that question,
What can viewers expect to find if they're lucky enough to get a ticket to one of your concerts this summer?
that's a good question. They just need to get their comfortable shoes on.
There you go.
Everybody that comes to my show knows we go because it's I do soul, I do Afro rock. My music
Yeah.
is very soulful. It's very
Yeah.
expressive, and there is a lot of dancing.
I love it.
So you get there, you get the whole emotional. It's an emotional roller coaster.
I love it. I love it.
So you get to feel the soul, and you also get to dance a lot. Like we literally dance the night away.
I
So
love it.
everybody that comes, they need to get their dancing shoes on and be very comfortable.
So, what's the final word? What is the final message for the summer 2023?
My final message, number one, I'm working on finishing my second album solo, which should come out. So please subscribe to my channels, follow my shows on my website, on my Instagram, to know where we are at, and we'll keep you posted. Follow. The number two is the world is going through a tough moment. Everybody's going through something. It's not personal. It's not one person. So be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, understand yourself a lot more. Also be a bit forgiving to your neighbors, your coworkers. Um, give yourself extra love. I mean, seriously, these times are the times where every human being need to give themselves an extra love. Pay attention, make sure you listen to your heart and your body, your soul, your spirit. Connect to your body, your soul, your spirit together, and make sure you're okay. If you're not okay, get close to the people you know can make you feel okay. It's very important to do that. And I'll see you to my shows.
Songwriter Natu Camara celebrating female empowerment through education and equality, and with her new song, Membe. It was such a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for the gift of music.
Thank you so much, Sophia. You are a light. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for this opportunity. And I hope to see you to my show one of those days.
Absolutely. And that's it for our program today. Remember, you can follow me and the show on Instagram or Twitter. Thank you so much for watching Feminism Today on Free Speech TV. Join us again next week.